Brighton's Percy Tau joins a number of South African footballers who have applied their trade in the United Kingdom. The 26-year-old trained with his Premier League side for the first time yesterday, as mentioned, and seems posed for a debut soon. To speak more on this, we're joined by two former Bafana captains in Lucas Radebe and Aaron Mokoena, who both played in England. A very good morning, gentlemen. Thanks for joining us on the show. I'm going to start with you. I know you as Captain Radebe, even though you're still not playing for the national team. But Lucas, the likes of yourself, Aaron Mokoena, Quinton Fortune, the likes of Stephen Pienaar were national heroes for South African football. And the South African football community for such a long time have waited to celebrate one of its stars that comes from these shores. Surely Percy Tau is one of them, and he needs more applaud, Lucas.
Yeah, indeed. Cyril, I think... we've all been waiting for such great news, that will put a smile on our face and that will make our football followers excited. And with the news of Percy Tau going back to Albion, I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. I think he deserves that. I think he's been patient enough, and obviously gained experience on his loan spell, in Belgium, and for us it shows the quality of a player he is, which is amazing. I think he'll add more quality, in that team. And thanks to Graham, and I think this is for Percy. It's an opportunity, to stamp his authority and be back at the club that they acquired his signature first of all, and surely to showcase his talent, in the highest level.
Well said there, Lucas. Mbazo, you played, of course, in the United Kingdom with Portsmouth and Blackburn Rovers, and in particular, how demanding football is on an international scene. Do you feel that the 3 loans that Percy Tau has undergone was kind of Brighton conditioning him to the European game?
Absolutely, Arthur. I had a conversation with Percy before he left before he signed for Brighton. And I said to him, look, I know that you want to play international football, but the best way to do it is go via your Netherlands, go Belgium, and gain that experience so that when you go to Brighton with an experience, a feeling of how the culture it is out there. I mean, EPL is never easy. Hopefully Percy Tau will open doors for the current crop. For the best of South African football, for the best of Bafana. We need more of our players to go out there and do well for the country. Exactly what as Lucas have said. It's 2021. Things supposed to change, and seeing the likes of Percy Tau putting smiles on our faces, that's exactly what we want as footballers.
Lucas, just as Aaron has mentioned, it's all about making yourself a household brand name. And, of course, Tau already had training yesterday with Brighton. We've seen recently that a few players have gone through to the EPL, but they get somehow homesick because after 2 to 3 years or seasons, they just want to come back to South Africa. So how does he establish himself in the UK?
I've met the boy a couple of times, and for me, he struck me, as a laid back, very disciplined young boy. Not anymore, but I think for me, he's shown, his character, because obviously, Belgium as well. It's almost similar conditions to the UK, where as you guys said, it's not easy, to play in the Premier League. It's very difficult, but he comes to a team where, it's improving. You must know that they've got Lallana, who's playing at the similar, like Percy Tau. He comes to a team where they want to win things. They want to do well. And you've seen Percy Tau at his loan spell. He's always wanted to improve, wanted to be a better player. And I think he will add some value at Albion, and I think that's a player that they will need going forward and scoring goals, because we've seen, for me, it's the club that has amazed me how they've played. I mean, when I went my spell at Leeds United for 12 years, I've never heard of Albion. It's always been a smaller club, but now, having seen them play against Arsenal, played against Chelsea, they play very well, and I think with Bosuma in the midfield, I think Tau will benefit a lot.
Aaron, with Lucas having said that, and you, of course, being a former Bafana captain, what does Tau's European duties mean for Bafana?
It means a lot. As I said, I mean, we need more players to go abroad for the best of Bafana. So for Tau coming back to Bafana, he will show that he's well traveled. He's an oiled machine. I mean, for that experience that he has, bringing it back to Bafana, it will absolutely help Bafana, as we know that Bafana is playing qualifying games at the moment. He's traveling in Belgium, and not only traveling, not only adding numbers in Belgium, but winning trophies, becoming the best in Belgium, and now moving to EPL. I'm sure that when he comes back home, he will show that experience, and he will absolutely rub it off to players who are ambitious as well. I mean, I know that he's one player that is so ambitious. It's exactly what Lucas said. I mean, he's laid back. He's a player that wants to win things. I mean, going to EPL. I'm sure that he won't go. I mean, he won't be there to add numbers. He will be there to make sure that he stamp his authority and he raised South African flag high.
All right, happy with that, Aaron and Lucas. Just quickly before I let you go, because we have run out of time, Aaron, of course, congratulations on your appointment as assistant coach at Cape Town City. Just your thoughts very quickly on how you'd like to get some of the young players at Cape Town City to also turn them into powerhouses, European powerhouses for that matter, in the long run and in the near future.
For me, first and first, it's obviously to settle. And of course, I mean, plow back my experience as well. It's a great environment where I am, and a great choice for me, great club choice. But then when it comes to players, I mean, I'm so fortunate actually to be in a club with the fantastic players as we have here. These are players that have, they know what expectations they have. So, and with a fantastic coach as well, Jan Olderikring, it's a bunch of players that are so ambitious as well, and they can play. So, for me, I think it won't be seriously a difficult job. Yes, my experience will mean a lot, and that's exactly what I want to do. At the same time, I want to grow in this coaching, and it's a great opportunity, and an opportunity that I have been waiting for. Hopefully, my experience will add value.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Aaron Mokoena and Lucas Radebe, former Bafana captains, just sending their best wishes for Percy Tau, who trained with Brighton and Hove Albion yesterday. We're expecting to see him in the starting 11 back here in South Africa. All right.